Hey guys, for the video, the matchup I want to discuss is the match between Ghost Rider and Wally West. This is kind of a contentious, kind of weird matchup for me, as both of these characters are extremely powerful, absurdly just overly complex when it comes to their capabilities and potential. So it's kind of hard to kind of figure out and discern an actual winner in in this matchup. How I think it would go and who I think would win, I think Wally West would win due to his speed advantages, and I think it just kind of would overwhelm somebody like Ghost Rider. Though I do think that Ghost Rider does have the advantage when it comes to overall strength, endurance, durability, obviously due to the healing factor and the supernatural, nature of his abilities, and just being a Ghost Rider in general. But due to the fact that, Wally West's nature being a speedster, being the best and, highly influenced individual when it comes to being, realized by the Speed Force, kind of being the Speed Force conduit that has the highest spiritual connection to the Speed Force. His potential is seemingly limitless. I mean, he can absorb kinetic energy. He can do the infinite mass punch. He can phase through, buildings, people, punches, basically anything. I mean, there's really nothing that Wally West can't do. I mean, he's so fast and so absurd when it comes to his abilities. He can literally step outside of the comic book, has fourth wall like abilities, I believe. Like he can sense the fourth wall, or at least he's aware of it, I think. I might be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But somebody like Ghost Rider, I think would just be kind of overwhelmed by a character like Wally West. And another thing too, if he throws Ghost Rider into the Speed Force by first absorbing his kinetic energy, kind of hitting him with a few infinite mass punches, though it's probably not going to do that much due to the supernatural nature of his, healing factor in his body, due to the fact that he's a Ghost Rider. Can Ghost Rider simply kind of just respawn or teleport back to hell? I don't know. If Wally West kind of traps Ghost Rider in hell, does he lose his connection to the dimension of hell itself so he can no longer leave the Speed Force? If Ghost Rider somehow were to, overwhelm Wally West and kind of like teleport him or kind of like, trap him in the realm of hell itself, does Wally West lose his connection to the Speed Force? Could he no longer go back to the Speed Force if he's killed? I don't know. I don't really know how that would work, how those which abilities kind of overlap or supersede the other. That's kind of hard for me to say. I don't know. Who I think who would win in a more kind of like general, confrontation, I think Wally West just has too many glaringly obvious advantages over Ghost Rider. With the infinite mass punch, the phasing, the overall just speedster kit, there's really nothing Ghost Rider can really do. Worst case scenario for Wally West, it just ends in a stalemate. One's just too durable, too strong, and the other one's just too fast. No, Ghost Rider is insanely fast, especially on his bike, but he's not no speedster though. Unfortunately, I mean, there's fast, and then there's Wally West fast. And if you're Wally West fast, nobody and anything and nothing is touching you.